wonderful example of the
life after life.
The profundity of what some people don't believe, and it is right there in our face that there is life after life, and there are a lot of things that are going on that I would think in this day and age that people didn't expect.
I especially loved how she shared joy and laughter is the essence of the divine and the creator. Yeah, that was, and she's such a joyful person. It just exudes from her. So hope everyone enjoyed that and maybe got a different perspective on some of the things that she shared. Yeah.
Well, it's time again to do one of the favorite sections of this program. Yep, it's time for Miracle Moments. So miracles happen all the time, and there are so many different ways that miracles can unfold. Every single one has divinity within us. Every single one of us has divinity inside. So each of us represents a miracle just by being here on the planet. Within your membership portal is a section called Miracle Moments. I'd like to ask Monica to share a miracle moment, which has actually happened to one of our own Circle of 12 members.
So this miracle moment, it was shared by Anna, and Anna says, "My miracle has just happened after watching Healing Wednesday with special guest Sherry-Anna Boyle, where she took us through an exercise. And if my memory serves me correct, Sherry-Anna Boyle was with us for the second time in May of this year. So if you're wondering what episode that was, I think May of 2023, go and have a look at that episode and you'll find the one with Sherry-Anna. But Anna continues her miracle moment where she says Monica had asked for Sherry-Anna to do an exercise where we focused on an issue which was lack of purpose. And yeah, I remember doing that for a family member that I had in mind. So we did that exercise, lack of purpose. And Anna says, I have felt a lack of purpose for most of my adult life, and this feels so heavy and sad. So I did the exercise with Sherry-Anna, and I silently asked you, my family of light, to help me out with this. After the episode, and while taking a shower, I suddenly felt this lack of purpose, not knowing what I am supposed to do, and I felt that it could actually be something that is so awesome and cool. Like now I have so many options, and Spirit will always guide me to be in the right place at the right time, so why worry? I am still studying this new feeling, but I just wanted to thank you all. Wow, that is just amazing, Anna. And I had no idea when I asked Sherry-Anna to take us through that exercise of the deeper implications that it would have for other people that were joining in. And I really feel that release that's happened where you're seeing it from a different perspective now, how before it was so heavy on you, and now it's actually liberating to know that you have so many options. There are so many amazing things that you can do. And all of that just from shifting a perception. And so I want to thank all of our beautiful family coming together, because she leaned into us as a community and a group to help her with that issue. And I absolutely know that the coherence, the group coherence that we have together supported Anna in that. So how amazing. Deepest love and thanks to everyone who contributed. And that's what we do as a family of old souls. So I want to invite you to keep doing that, specifically now for those who are asking for a miracle moment. They've submitted a prayer request in the portal, and we want everyone to know that we are connecting in this moment with that intention of sending love, compassion, and support to those asking it. So I invite you to close your eyes and simply focus on the area of your heart Your heart has this intelligence, wisdom, connection with all the other hearts that are coming together in this moment where we create a field of coherence with each other so that as a group we have a unified vision. And it's a unified vision of sending love, compassion, benevolence, support to all those asking our help for a miracle moment. Allow this togetherness, this feeling, this coherence, this bubble of benevolence to flow out from our unified vision, emanating from our hearts, to encompass all those in this moment who are requesting our help. And it's simply holding that vision of love and benevolence and compassion emanating out from the divinity within us to enwrap around those who want to lean into us as a group for our support. We are here for them. We are here for you too are included. And as the energy continues to build within our group of old souls, let us extend that bubble of benevolence to reach out beyond those who are requesting our help specifically. For there is an intelligence in the heart of every brother and sister on the planet that will see and recognize this wave of love that emanates from us to them. And visualize, feel, sense, imagine the intelligence of every heart on the planet in this moment, receiving a wave of love and compassion from a group of old souls who took the time to care about them in this moment. And so there's nothing further to do. Just simply allow the infinity loop between our hearts, where there is a conveyor belt of love flowing in and out of our hearts to each other, as we now welcome in Kryon, the entourage of Kryon, and the circle of 12.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon. Come a little closer. The connections that have been established between you are profound. Indeed, every single human being represents a sacred consciousness on this planet. And as the shift continues, the threads of consciousness between you are enhanced. But the ones who are more able to see it, use it, feel it, and work with it are the ones who would watch this program. The old souls who are here together. These miracle moments have something in common, and you're seeing it more often. That there is an acknowledgement that the group of old souls that would be part of this membership have come for a reason together. More than just to see a number of healers once a week, but to help support one another. to be there for each other with those silver threads of consciousness between each of you. There is a master plan, you might say, afoot, one that you're starting to understand and realize is part of the shift. And it has to do, basically, with old souls. Part of the reason this particular program was set up the way it is, and the way I told my partner to do it, was for this reason. The Circle of 12 tonight, different, but it has to do with the school that I told you about in the channel. Call it a wisdom school, if you wish. But we're going to go across the bridge now and see what it might mean to you, or what the perception of it is to those on the other side of the veil. Why don't you take my hand and let's go together. Across the bridge and through the mist. It's a puzzle you work, is it not, to move between that which you know about in 3 dimensions and that which you don't know about. Becoming multidimensional is not something intuitive for any of you. And yet it's that which we are teaching today, and have been for 3 years. If you can become used to this, even crossing the bridge, it means that the tools that are available for you today, which are mostly multidimensional, are easier to use. You step out of 3D far more easily. And perhaps you'd go into a state of prayer or compassionate meditation where you're instantly in touch with everyone else. Can you imagine a world where that's possible? Where really only a few of you have to do that on a regular basis to start shifting the consciousness of war, of greed. All of the things that you have had in your history for eons start to actually move off the peg of normalcy into something else completely new. The beginning of an ascended planet, and it starts with love. It starts with a realization as you cross this bridge with me that you can do things you didn't know you could do because you're magnificent. Come with me through that doorway that we always go through that has that name in light above it. That's you. This soul energy of yours is home. It is safe. It is beautiful. You can just stop and take a breath. I'm here once again. No negative thing can touch me. I am in control of all things, and my consciousness supports me here, you might say. And today, through that door, you're going to see something you haven't seen for some time. A theater. This one is not in the round, but there are a lot of seats. And the stage, again, is for you. And you might walk through the seats and onto that stage, and there you will meet again the akashic angel. I'll tell you more about this angel. This angel is not so divine you can't touch it. This angel is like a best friend. This angel is very touchable. May even stand next to you and hold your hand or touch your shoulder, almost like a parent would do, a proud parent. That's who this akashic angel is, who has watched you work through all of those lessons that we spoke about in the channel. Expression after expression, lifetime after lifetime, learning things that you would use in the next one and the next one and the next one. And finally, you come here. What's going to happen in this theater? What is something significant that you need to know? The perception from your soul energy. This is what I want to show you. Not what you're going to get on the other side of the veil, which is home for you. The other side of the veil right now is in 3D where you live in your chair. You are in your soul energy. You'd have to go back across the bridge to get to the other side of the veil. Do you understand? You're on our side now. You're on the side, home side. Would you like to know what Spirit has to think, has to say, or the perceptions of God about you right now? Would you like to know, for instance, what these lifetimes have meant to us who are supporting the planet, who are working with you daily? Well, you're going to get a glimpse of that right now. You're sitting on the stage. The akashic angel is behind you, smiling, whispering to you, you're going to like this. Wait till you see this. And in the audience starts to file a lot of different people. This is a lesson of the Akash, so it's no mystery who is showing up. The expressions of your past life are going to come and sit before you. All of them. You are an old soul if you are watching this. I guarantee it. And this old soul of you is about to experience something you need to see. You need to know the perceptions of us on this side of the veil for you. And all of those past lives are you. Wow, look at them all. You have been through so much. Each one of them is a class. It's a lesson. Each one. And they're not seating themselves in any order. They're just there for you. And when they're seated and you're seated, the akashic angel speaks to all of them. There is a collective name for all of them in this exercise that is yours as well, because all of them are your soul. One name. It cannot be pronounced. It's in light. But the angel refers to it anyway and calls it out. The angel is speaking to your soul energy, all of you. Welcome to the gathering today. For you've come for one reason. Congratulations. And at that moment, all of your past lives together stand and start an applause. And you might wonder why. What's going on here? What is the purpose of this gathering? And when they have applauded, they sit back down. And the akashic angel comes forward with your diploma. This is the graduation. Everything you have been through, every classroom and school of the Akash, every expression, every lifetime is so you can be here. At this juncture, after 26,000 years, this planet is going through a shift. You have graduated. This is our perception of your magnificence. Do you feel it? This is how we see you. We want you to see you in this way. The diploma. You've gone through the school of the Akash and all that is. And you might say, what does it say on the diploma? What have I graduated into? besides another human being at a special time. And you look down and you see the words, mastery. This is the diploma where you finally become a master on the planet, or at least start the process of it. You may not feel like it. At the end of the day, when you're tired, you may not think, I'm a master here, but we do. Do you care about how we feel? About how Spirit feels about you? We do. And that is the point. Every lifetime from now on is going to be lived with this diploma. You don't start over, dear ones. You continue. As a graduate, as a master, as a very old soul. This is the beginning of a series of lifetimes and expressions for you on this planet that will go into an ascension planet attitude, and it needs masters to do that. You have mastered the consciousness of the planet to a degree where you can start raising it by yourself. That's what mastery is. I want you to stay and feel the appreciation of those in the audience as they might stand and tell stories of the lifetimes you've been through. And you know that everything that's going on in this is real. It's not just a meditation. It's happened, and here you are, proof of it, a result of it. Being here today, listening to it. Congratulations, dear ones, on the graduation of the Wisdom School. Master that you are. Magnificent. Why don't you just stay and enjoy it? I will. And so it is.
For you, for whatever reason, for your hands or your elbows or your arms, you can simply cross your hands onto your heart and leave them in that position. But if it's easy to do, that's what we recommend. And also cross the legs. Just fold your ankles over each other. And then what you're going to do is breathe in through your nose, and at the same time you're going to put the tongue on the roof of your palate. And we just breathe in and then breathe out. You can release the tongue as you breathe out. And then breathe back in, tongue on the palate. And gently out again. And you're going to continue doing this. Gentle breathing in through the nose, tongue on the palate. Breathing out. And ideally, you can do this in your week when you need to come into balance. Ideally, 3 minutes is a nice time for you to continue this breathing. And it's sending signals to your body. You may even wish to visualize or imagine or sense an image that represents balance to you. It could be an infinity loop that you see. It could be a set of scales and they are equally balanced on both sides. Whatever that symbol is for you that represents balance, you can include that in this exercise. And again, breathing in through the nose, tongue on the roof of your mouth, and then gently out. And just feel, sense, and observe the changes within your body from this very, very simple, balanced breathing technique. And you're invited to do this at any time throughout your day, throughout the coming week, when you want to bring your system back into balance. And as we now get ready for the Kryon channel, I invite you to gently place your hands back in your lap. Have a comfortable position wherever you are so that we can receive another marvelous, wondrous gift or tool from Kryon.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. We continue the series, indeed, of the tools of the shift, I'm calling them, or of the new energy. And for the last weeks, last month and this month, we have been listing some of these tools. Some of them are gifts because they're very, very needed. And some of them are tools that will create an awareness and a light in your life that enhances the old soul. This is one of those enhancements. It's hard to describe to you what might be around you that you're not aware of. It's hard to describe what you think you are aware of and are not. And what I mean by that, when somebody tells you you have a soul, did you really understand and know how big it is? That you could go to it, that you could actually pull from it? The answer is probably not. These last years with the Circle of 12 have enhanced that, have brought it to fruition, have helped you to manifest a truth that perhaps you didn't know before. Well, this is like that. This is something that you have been aware of by name, but never, I guarantee you, have you really understood it. This tool is going to be called Greeting Your Higher Self. Awareness of the bigger you. When somebody says, it is my higher self that did this or that or says this or that, what do you picture? Most of you really don't picture much because it's fairly elusive. So if I give you a better visualization of it, or if you've been paying attention for these last 7 weeks, that higher self is the one who gives you the gift in the Circle of 12 and will again tonight in a very special way. What is the higher self to you here as you walk every single day on this planet? Let's paint a picture. And it can't be too grand. You can make it as big as you wish. A visualization, if you'd like. What is the largest, most dramatically magnificent and beautiful angel that you can conjure up in your imagination? And how big would it be? Would the angel be gold? Would the angel be a rainbow color? Or would it be simply pure white? Would the angel have a gender? Would it have a shape? Would the angel rather be a wisp like a cloud? What would the voice be of that grandest angel that you have ever met or knew about? When you combine that all together, you have a glimpse, just a glimpse, of you. Your higher self is angelic, period. Your higher self is not something that sits in you as you walk around. It's something that is you. Now, this is where it gets hard, because this is a multi-dimensional concept. You want it to either be part of you or apart from you. What is it? And you'll sit there and go, give me a yes or a no answer. And we cannot. Because these things which are multidimensional go beyond that which is a singular observation. These things that we speak of and have always spoke of regarding your soul are the same way. They are part of you and they are apart from you. They are both. They stand with you, next to you, in you, the other side of you, all at the same time. That isn't anything you can do, not in your singularity as a human being, but your bigger you can. Your bigger you can be on the other side of the veil, and it is, and on this side of the veil, and it is. Your bigger you is always there with its hand out. And this is what I want you to understand when it says the tool is greeting or being aware of a higher self. You have a guide. It has nothing to do with the 3 guides that are with you that we've talked about. This is a master guide. Those 3 guides that you want to claim are yours are truly apart from you. This one is you. Imagine being guided by yourself, a higher you, a bigger you, that knows everything, that can see what is coming, that you might be able to then skirt if it's a problem. The bigger you is the one who may then give you the affirmations to say. The bigger you, who knows everything, may sit upon you trying to give you intuition that you regularly turn down. The bigger you may be the answers that you've asked for that you don't listen to because you don't recognize the bigger you. What if you were aware and greeted every morning your higher self? What if you make up an affirmation that would be the greeting? And you say, thank you, higher self, for being with me today, for guiding me today. Show me what I don't know. Give me the things that I need. I will listen to my intuition. Thank you for showing yourself and loving me. You can treat it as you can treat it as apart from you. It's both. It's confusing. But don't let it be. Just because you don't understand the intricacies of a multidimensional being doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. We've said it so many times. Just because you don't understand the intricacies, perhaps, of an automatic transmission in your vehicle doesn't mean you can't drive it. And you do. And this is the way of it. It's an open understanding and greeting that you would have of a bigger you. A you that you are so proud of. It's angelic. It's a superpower, if you wish. And it is you. It's the eternal you, not the aging you. It's the next you and the next time around. It's the past you and the last time you were here. It's all of that. It is all-knowing. It's beautiful. And it has your name. What can you do with this? And the answer is just anything you want. But when you start acknowledging that there is a higher self, that is you, that is angelic, and that is always there, and then I tell you it always has its hand out, that means it wants you to take it. So this particular gift or tool is you taking that hand, greeting the higher self, being aware of the higher self, taking the hand of an angelic superpower, which is you, to help not only guide you around, but to have the peace that you deserve while you walk on this planet, knowing there's so much more than you were ever told. I know that this is controversial. To those who believe that you were born dirty and don't have this, I will tell you, dear ones, that is not the bigger truth. The bigger truth is that this is yours and you deserve it. It is your legacy on the planet to know about it, to greet it, to understand it, and to have a higher consciousness evolve due to it. That's who you are. That's who you always have been. Oh, can you take a deep breath? Thank you, Spirit, for